This is video 3 of a 4-part series on CPU web pages. Before you can access the Profinet CPU's web pages, you must enable Web Server in the CPU properties and download the hardware configuration. Watch the video CPU Properties Web Server for help with this. We are now going to set some properties for viewing the Profinet CPU web pages for variable tables through a web browser. To begin, right-click on a variable table. We will choose one named Conveyor I/O. Open Object Properties. Choose the General Part 2 tab. Place a check mark in the box Web Server. OK the Properties window. Let's do another one. Right-click a second variable table. We'll choose the one named Slave Downtime. Open the Object Properties. Select General Part 2 tab. And checkmark Web Server. Then click OK. Variable tables do not get downloaded to the CPU. However, after the variable table properties are marked for web server, they are associated with the CPU's web server pages in the hardware configuration. So the next thing to do is save and compile the hardware configuration and download it. In the project, select your station and double-click Hardware. Save and compile the hardware configuration. Now, download it. Open a web browser on a computer connected to the same network as the CPU. Type in the CPU's IP address. Click Enter on the welcome page. Click the Variable Tables link in the left margin. And voila, here is the Conveyor I/O variable table that we marked for the web server. The variable statuses are displayed, and you can change the display format for any of the elements. For example, we might want to change the display format of the variable cutoff setpoint from hex to decimal. Drop down the Variable Tables field to pick the second variable table, Slave Downtime. Click the Tags Status link in the left margin. Type the address of the variable to monitor, such as memory word 700, and press the Enter key. Let's add another variable, such as input 0.5, and press the Enter key. Add more variables as necessary. In this video, you saw how to mark variable tables to display on the CPU web pages and how to monitor variables using the Tag Status table. Video 4, the final video in this series, shows how to set the refresh time for the web pages.